So we are here at the splendiferous Goodwood, obviously. We're here for something really special, and I think it's probably something that, I can't remember if it was your idea.
I don't know whose idea it was, but it was a really daft one.
Or whether it was Goodwood's idea. I think we're going to blame Goodwood. It was definitely Goodwood's idea.
Definitely blame Goodwood.
But in the St Mary's race, as you know, they do 50s one year and 60s the sets the following year. So, and they've never allowed minis. There's always been a cut-off of 58. So between us all, this crazy idea that why don't we do 59 minis? So give us a brief rundown of what's
rundown. Well, a 1959 Mini is very different, as you know, from a later car. There's loads of little different features in the bodywork and how they look. Without going into huge detail, we've added all of that into these cars. So we've made them proper 59 cars.
I think that is the massive key. They must look different, and they are different. Yeah. But we've had to do, not deal with Goodwood, but between us, our collaboration is to make sure that we don't have them going anywhere near as fast as they do in the 60 spec. No. So your thing is making them look fabulous. NDAF's made a fabulous job of bolting them all together. And we've just been in charge of doing something with the lumpy bits in the front. And the main thing, you know, in 850 guys, it would be so slow, we wouldn't be able to keep up with the safety car.
Yeah.
So we've come up with a detuned spec. They're about 1200 cc in total capacity with a single carburettor. We've lost 20 odd horsepower. And it's considerably slower.
Yeah, it's a lot slower. It's a lot slower. I guess if there was one brief from Goodwood, it was that the cars had to come to the grid looking like your grandma had just pulled up on the grid in a car and was going to go racing.
Straight.
So that's what we've
service. To Goodwood. Yes.
So that's what we've tried to get in the looks department.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've definitely got that in the speed.
Yeah, well, I have.
So we will see. We will see how it all pans out. We will find out in a couple of weeks. So this is one of the Revival test days. In the dry, we are going to be considerably slower, but the point is should be somewhere in the middle of the grid. That should be the plan.
And we have had a sneaky bit of wet today.
It has been a little moist,
which has been an eye-opener.
Yes, so good old Mini is pretty good splashing through the puddles. So well, that's just fair game for the opposition.
Absolutely,
really.
Absolutely.
We will just see what happens.
Have I ever wished that a Revival would be really wet?
Yeah, this is it.
This is the one. Yeah.
But we will see what's what. So, yeah, that's it in a longish sort of nutshell. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we are here at the fabulous Goodwood Revival. We've had our qualifying sessions yesterday with our pro drivers and owners, and the little minis did fantastically well. Exactly where they were supposed to be, really, in the middle of the grid. They were the instructions, and that's about where they are. So Karun did very well. I think he may be 14th. Darren, a couple of places behind him. It was in tricky conditions, but not wet enough. Obviously, we'd love it to be wet. And we've had some really torrential rain, but as you can see, the sun comes out and dries it all out again. But so these guys are going to have pretty much a dry race. So great stuff. It's going fabulously well so far. Let's see how they get on in the race. What we're going to do, obviously, as part of our Swiftune 60 celebrations, it would be really cool, and obviously as we're going on our association with Goodwood, grab a few words with our fabulous pro drivers that we get, and the absolute privilege it is to have them. So we've got Karun, and now you've driven the Mini 3 or 4 times now, haven't you? So really got to grips with it. Tell the guys what it's like to drive on.
I love it. I think the first time I drove it, we came here testing in your green car,
in the Willow,
the number 76, and I just couldn't understand how you could be so quick at it, and it confused the hell out of me. But over time you understand the technique, and it's just a great car to drive. I love it. It's just because they're small and compact, you can throw them around. And when we get a little bit of rain or a little bit of drizzle, then you can surprise some of the bigger cars and just be a really annoying fly in their ointment. You know what? I think if I think of all the years I've been racing minis built by yourself, with Charlie Cooper and people like that,
in the Cooper car.
In the Cooper car, I feel like you find a gang of minis often in the same areas, and like 4 or 5. I remember one of the best races I had was with Tom Longfist and Brendan Hartley and Darren. We were all together fighting for 19th place. As one of the best races I've ever had, because we were in this gaggle of 5 minis.
Yeah, I remember.
It's
that
great
was
fun.
A classic.
Yeah,
Really
so I love it. As you know, I've got a classic mini that I drive on the roads. It's the same thing. You pull up at a pedestrian crossing or at somewhere, people smile when they see a mini, and I think it's the same on track. My kids love it, that's for sure.
Excellent. Well, go well.
I'll try and bring it back.
Cheers, mate.
It's been great to drive the cars. They're immaculately prepared cars. They look fantastic. They're absolutely singing yesterday in qualifying, and a real joy to be out on the track round Goodwood driving little minis again. It's one of the sort of the sweetest cars you can drive on a racetrack, and I can't imagine any driver gets out of a mini without a big smile on their face, and it was the same for me yesterday. Race 1 about to start. The guys are doing final prep on the car just before we head out onto the grid. Track conditions now are pretty mixed. If we're out in the next 10 minutes or so, it's probably going to start in our favour, but as the race goes on, it'll go back to the more powerful cars. So, but yeah, it's been great to drive the cars.
So we're here in the Drivers Club at the Revival, and it's a great opportunity to be able to get a chance to see and speak to some of the legends that we've been so lucky to get driving into the Swiftune powered minis. So we have Tom Christensen, a proper legend.
Wonderful to see you.
Yeah, it was great to see you. And you raced that 1275 GT of Rick Turner's at this members meeting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So how was that for you? Your first time in a Mini, I think.
In Goodwood. I drove a Mini, a small Mini at the Copenhagen Historic Grand Prix at my very first time. And I was fighting with Niklas Johansson.
My Swedish mate.
We were swapping forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
It was a lovely experience. So and then here at Goodwood, obviously it becomes a bit serious with the faster corners. But I mean, there's nothing better than looking at a mini race. I mean, you get many cars into the same square acres of the land. It's lovely to see, but a great experience. And with your power, it helps also when you get in sideways trouble. There's only one thing, and that's
keep it pinned.
Keep it in.
Well, we hope to see you back in it again, Tom, and hopefully, let's see
Yeah,
what they do. We don't know what they're doing with the race, but
Right.
it'll always be a pleasure to have you in there.
Always a pleasure to be in a Mini. My mom had one as well.
Oh, there you are.
Beige with a green fuel tank.
Oh, the lid, the cap.
The cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never been so scared as driving your Minis flat out around here. These things are unbelievable. And you're
Strange little
too
thing,
fast.
isn't it?
You're too fast.
Why is that?
You just beat everyone all the time.
I think it's just because I'm
Be nice to us.
I think I just have a little more weight on the pedal. That's all it is. But yeah, it's a total different concept. I mean, how do
It
you, from driving a real car
Yeah.
to then jumping in a Mini? I mean, what's the noticeable
I
difference?
think, you know, we all drive these big, powerful cars around here, and you've got to have like 100% aggression, but with 100% restraint, you know, and you're always working with the tyre and everything else. Whereas the Mini, your Minis are just full attack, which is a bit like touring car racing, to be honest.
Yes.
And they're lovely little race engines. You do a great job on those. They got lots of pull, and
But if I remember rightly, you drove. So you've driven both the historic cars, didn't you? I think. Did you drive with Ollie Streak in a Mini race?
I did.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
You had a really good
Really
battle
good
there.
battle. Actually, I had a good battle with Martin Brundle.
Yes.
Him and I were
that
going
was
head
it.
to head.
Yeah.
You were up front. But yeah, I mean, I remember coming here for a test day. Jake Hill was helping me out because I'd never driven the Mini before, front wheel drive, and you know, lovely little car. And he's like, yeah, turn one's flat. And I'm like, what? You know, and just getting my head around that. But I love that because it sort of engages your mind to, you know, to really focus and be concentrated like you would do in professional racing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well,
so, thanks for all your work.
Long may it continue.
Keep looking after me on those lovely engines.
We certainly
Give me
will.
the best one, yeah?
Yeah, of course, as always. So, and now, I keep saying this word legends, so, but...
And where are they, the legends?
I don't know, where are they?
I don't know, but we're here now, so let's have a chat, shall we?
Exactly. Alex Brundle, absolute pleasure. And I think we could probably say, what a great success story and stuff. You loved the Minis so much when you'd driven the Willows, etc., etc. You went and bloody had to have one for yourself.
I did, I had to have one. I had to have one. They're such a great little car. Nowhere else in motorsport does effort equal achievement so directly as in a Mini, as you know really well. I've raced them here, my dad's raced them here, I know, with you and others.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a perfect car to go historic racing in. It's still the car, Nick, if you forced me to sell all the others we'd put together, I'd keep hold of.
Wow.
I love the Mini.
It's just weird, isn't it? This, you know, it keeps saying it many, many times, is you don't have a Mini because you want to go really, really fast down the straight. You just have this massive grin on your face as you're coming through the corner, giving it everything.
I had a great race here with Andre Lotterer a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And he describes it as a zero risk entry because you can go in, and even if you've gone in a little bit too fast, you just give it a bit more of this, don't you, as the crowds here love to see you do.
Yeah.
And then get on the throttle anyway, which means that if you're racing, dicing side by side, you can go in what is really way too deep and still get a good lap time out of the car, which is why we love it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So what we'd love to do is have you in the all Mini race when that is coming. So
yeah.
Do you think it could be a lad and dad thing?
Oh, well, could well be, could well be. I've missed the Mini Festival. Keeps on clashing with those annoying little races that the Formula One cars keep on having.
What are they?
So I need to get down to the main event.
Yeah.
But I do think a part of the series, which I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about yet, next year. It's coming next year. May well be available to me in terms of time. So I cannot wait.
Brilliant.
To get behind the wheel of my own Mini for once.
Yeah,
I run everyone else, and I can't wait to drive myself.
Because you do have different drivers from different walks of life of your. What's that internet thing? Thing that you
those guys in there, they all watch them. So and universally positive feedback as well.
Yeah.
I know Jimmy Broadbent really enjoyed the Mini.
He got on really well at the Mini Fest. He was getting stuck in.
He was getting on with it. But really, they just keep the seat warm until I get to drive it, which is what I really want to do.
Exactly. So, brilliant, mate. Well, thanks a lot. And let's have you out in the Mini soon. But best of luck for the rest of today here at the Revival.
Cheers, Nick.
Excellent. So we are now with another superstar of the touring car world. World Touring Car Champion 2012.
Very well
Huffley.
done, Swifty.
Huffley,
Well done,
look at
mate.
that.
That was a tongue twister.
Look at that.
For 11 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
So, racing.
Yes.
You've pedalled a few of our minis.
I have pedalled a few of your minis. Was with Nick Padmore in one here a few years ago.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You know, I remember a long time ago we did Silverstone Classic,
Silverstone Classic,
which
that's
was about
right.
2 weeks before Goodwood.
Yes.
And you, myself, and Endaf had the most amazing three-way battle for the whole event.
Exactly.
And it was my first time in a mini, and it wasn't one of yours,
Get
but
away.
it was good because I managed to get you on like the last lap. And then I came to Goodwood 2 weeks later in the same mini, thinking, right, this could be good. And then he disappeared 3 seconds a lap up the road, never to be seen again. So, but luckily a few years later, I did manage to jump in one of yours. You think of race cars,
Yes.
one of the last cars you think of is a mini. You know, because it's just, I mean, not for you, obviously, but for us as, you know, outside drivers,
Yeah.
when you've not driven one, you just don't, you can't get it. Your head can't.
Yeah.
The moment you get in one, you never want to get out of it. And that is the best thing. As a driver, to be able to drive, you know, a circuit like Goodwood in a fantastic, you know, fantastically prepped mini, it is just, yeah. And then you see this sort of weather coming, you go, yeah, mini this afternoon would be really good, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're gonna disappear from everyone. But what I love seeing around here is when, you know, you've got like Karun or yourself in a mini,
Yeah.
and then there's just the biggest spaceship of an American car next to you, and you just go, no, no, it can't. But it does, because the V8s go off down the straights, then round the outside you nip at turn one.
Yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing to race against a mini in tricky conditions, because you think you're past them, and then halfway through the corner, they come bouncing around the outside, and you're like, God, so I've got to get past them again. But it just, I love it. You know, I'm a real enthusiast of
Well,
racing.
let's see if we can get that 1275 GT
I'd
seat
love to,
line
mate.
up.
That'd be brilliant. Thank you.
Smashing.
Cheers.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, so here we are, Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, nearly 6 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock now. The race was scheduled for 6 o'clock, and it's been raining cats and dogs. So for the last couple of hours, that should, with a bit of luck, give us a little bit of a chance to come up a few places. We're starting 16th. Who knows? You know, it's not like, yeah, it's a done deal, we're going to win this, because the Mini always wins in the wet. The cars are still going to be fast down the straight, and it's still going to be a roadblock at the corner. So we don't know. Let's just see what happens. You know, if I can winkle my way past a few, I'd love it to be top 6, but maybe wishful thinking. But let's see. Bring it home, all in one bit. And I don't even can see that it's so wet. I put my wellies on. Oh, mega. So, Jesus, I'm still shaking. It's like, that was so exhilarating. So we finished St Mary's Part 2. Mega result, started 16th, come all the way through to 4th. My feet are absolutely soaked. It's like a swimming pool in there. But yeah, it was just mega. They say, hey, put your wife down. Just say a massive thank you to this man. It's all his stupid idea that we're here in the first place, but it was mega. Well done, mate.
Well done.
Proper job. So, yeah, pretty good. As you can tell, I'm quite buzzing from that. We've had a day of just standing around waiting till 6 o'clock to have a go, so that was quite nice to blow the cobwebs off. Conditions were treacherous, obviously, but it was still a little bit of grip out there to be found. Yeah, P4, what can we say? Mega.